Welcome to our YouTube video today, where we delve into the fascinating book, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. In this video, we'll explore the key concepts and insights from the book to help you kickstart your day and transform your life. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's dive into the world of morning routines and personal development with The Miracle Morning. So, let's dive into the summary of this incredible book. But before we dive into the content, I kindly request a moment of your time to appreciate this video by liking it, subscribing to the channel, and ringing that notification bell. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Imagine waking up every morning feeling energized, motivated, and ready to tackle the day ahead. That's the kind of transformation The Miracle Morning promises to deliver. Written by Hal Elrod, this book is a powerful guide to creating a morning routine that can change your life for the better. The Miracle Morning introduces the concept of the Miracle Morning Routine, a set of activities designed to help you start your day with purpose and intention. Elrod emphasizes the importance of dedicating time each morning to self-improvement and personal growth. By incorporating key habits into your morning routine, such as meditation, exercise, reading, visualization, and affirmations, you can set yourself up for success in all areas of your life. One of the key concepts in the book is the idea of taking control of your mornings to take control of your life. By starting your day on a positive note and engaging in activities that nurture your mind, body, and spirit, you can cultivate a mindset of success and productivity that will carry you through the rest of the day. The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod is a self-help book that outlines a morning routine to increase productivity and improve overall well-being. Its 6 practices include meditation, exercise, visualization, affirmations, reading, and writing. In The Miracle Morning, Hal Elrod explains the techniques that got him through the aftermath of a near-fatal car accident. Elrod realized that the key to a successful and fulfilling life was dedicating some time to improving ourselves every day. He details 6 crucial steps we can take every morning to help us jumpstart our days and get us well on our way to a fulfilled life. After being declared dead for 6 minutes following a horrific car accident, Hal Elrod is a living example of triumph over adversity. Author of Taking Life Head On, the Hal Elrod story, How to Love the Life You Have While You Create the Life of Your Dreams. Elrod is a best-selling author, international keynote speaker, and one of America's top success coaches. The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod is a game-changing book that teaches readers how to transform their lives through a morning routine. Here's why this book is worth reading. It delivers practical strategies that can be implemented immediately, allowing readers to start their day with purpose and intention. Backed by personal stories and scientific research, the book provides a compelling case for how a morning routine can lead to improved productivity and happiness. With its engaging writing style and actionable steps, the book manages to captivate readers, making it an enjoyable and motivating read. The Miracle Morning makes it clear that in order to become successful, you have to dedicate time to personal development each day, and then gives you a 6-step morning routine to create and shape that time. I liked the routine so much, I immediately implemented it, long before actually getting the book. After I read it, it quickly became one of my favorite reads of all time. Hal Elrod's story is fascinating. After being declared dead from a car crash for 6 minutes and being told he'd never walk again, he miraculously healed, and after even more ups and downs developed this morning routine. Don't be surprised to not see the actual routine in my lessons. More on that later. Here are my favorites takeaways from The Miracle Morning. Don't isolate incidences in your life. You can get a good night's sleep, even if it's just 4 hours. Have a pre-morning routine to get out of bed faster. Let's take a closer look. Lesson 1. Don't isolate incidences. Hal suggests you don't look at the events in your life as separate, but all part of the bigger picture. For example, you might say to yourself, "It's okay if I skip gym today, I had a long day at work, it'll be just this once." However, this not only affects this particular moment, this also changes who you become. If you tell yourself it's okay to skip gym once, you're more likely to do it again because you already gave yourself permission last time and eventually become someone who skips gym, a slacker. Exceptions quickly become the norm, and before you know it, you find yourself in a sea of bad habits. So don't skip your good habits, because how you do anything is how you do everything. Lesson 2. You can get a good night's sleep, even if you just sleep 4 hours. This wasn't part of the summary, but I know how Hal found this out from the book. He slept for varying amounts, for hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, etc. He found that no matter whether he slept 4 hours or 9 hours, if he told himself it would be too little sleep the night before, he woke up tired, groggy, and miserable. On the other hand, when he told himself he'd feel good, refreshed, and have a great day, he woke up in a great mood and energized, even with as little as 4 hours of sleep. I'm living this right now. It works. Yesterday I went to bed at 9:20 p.m., but my freaking upstairs neighbor had a party. I told myself I'd be fine, and even if I only got 6 hours, I'd feel good in the morning. I finally fell asleep at 10 p.m., only to be woken up by our doorbell. Yup, they rang. At 2 a.m. in the morning. Then the party went on, and when they started having fun, at 4 a.m. in the morning, I got up. Last year I would tell myself the opposite and feel terrible with anything under 7 hours of sleep, just because I told myself I would. The lesson: you can create your own reality. Your mind's power over your body is real, so use it. Lesson 3. Have a pre-morning routine to get out of bed faster. This is what happens before you start your miracle morning, and even if you find a morning routine is not for you, this will help you. It actually starts the night before with lesson 2. Also, place your alarm at the other end of your room so you have to physically get up to turn it off. Once you're up, immediately do these 3 things in whichever order you prefer. Have a glass of water. Brush your teeth. Wash your face. These 3 things alone will wake you up enough to get going and make sure you can start your miracle morning routine. If you actually want to implement the Savers routine, which includes silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and writing, you can read my in-depth guide here. I sent it to Hal before publishing it. He liked it, so that's a good sign. The advice from Lesson 1 seems contrary to what learned optimism suggests at first. Optimism is about seeing negative events as isolated incidences, but only the ones you can't control. What Hal talks about is not making excuses and making the right choices when you are in control, but doesn't mean you should beat yourself up for failures. Both the summary and the book are great. I suggest you read either one of them and then give the routine a try. You can always dive deeper and perfect it as you go along. Cheers to crafting your very own miracle morning. Here is a sentence showcasing the greatness of a quote of this book. Your first thought in the morning is usually the last thought you had before bed. Hal Elrod. Those are the individuals who truly deserve to immerse themselves in this extraordinary book. Anyone who no longer wants to settle for a mediocre life. Anyone who has trouble waking up in the mornings. Anyone who wants to be more focused and dedicated throughout their day. The 52-year-old, who wants to use her mornings to work on awesome projects that will help her lead a great second half of her life. The 37-year-old, who works hard, and thus can't find the time to work on his personal projects. And anyone who thinks mornings are the worst. Elrod also highlights the power of consistent daily habits in shaping your long-term success. By committing to a morning routine that supports your goals and values, you can build momentum over time and make meaningful progress towards your dreams and aspirations. The Miracle Morning, the not-so-obvious secret guaranteed to transform your life before 8 a.m. by Hal Elrod, is a self-help book that explores the key point that the start of a person's day not only sets the tone for that day, but also has a profound impact on the rest of a person's life. Indeed, Elrod explains that 95% of people struggle their entire lives because they fail to work on personal development, fail to start their day off right, and fail to choose to live differently. More importantly, if people want to avoid becoming part of the 95% statistic and live the life of their dreams, they need to not only actively choose to live differently than most people, but also commit to taking certain steps every day. These steps include making a commitment to go to bed each night thinking positively about the next day, waking up in the morning with a positive outlook, and following the 6 steps in the Miracle Morning. Additionally, the Miracle Morning explores ways in which people can increase the odds of their success. This includes explaining why having the right type of accountability partner is imperative, how embracing change today and acknowledging the now is vitally important, and how people can customize the Miracle Morning to fit their own needs. Finally, the Miracle Morning describes how, by practicing these methods for 30 days, a person will learn to change bad habits, learn new and healthy habits, improve every aspect of their life, and begin to live the life of their dreams. Here are some valuable insights extracted from this captivating book. I believe you will find them highly beneficial. Feel encouraged to explore its wisdom further and let it spark new perspectives and ideas on your journey. People are capable of attaining the life of their dreams. But in order to acquire a dream life, they need to start the day off right. Success parallels personal development. 95% of people struggle their entire lives. To avoid becoming part of the statistic, people need to acknowledge this fact, stop letting the past dictate the future, create their own purpose, and realize that every choice has an impact. Having an accountability partner leads to greater success. However, people become like the company they keep, so it is important to find an accountability partner who is also driven to succeed. In order to have a successful life, people need to determine today that they will commit to changing their life and acknowledge that now is of primary importance. When people hit the snooze button, it sends their brain the message that they are not ready and are resisting their life. The 6 proven personal development practices that people need to practice during the first hour of their morning are silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing. The miracle morning can be customized to fit any lifestyle. In order to make it a habit, people need to commit to the miracle morning for 30 days. This is because the first 10 days feel unbearable, the second 10 days feel uncomfortable, but people start to feel unstoppable during the last 10 days. People are capable of attaining the life of their dreams. But in order to acquire a dream life, they need to start the day off right. Attaining the life a person wants is simple. However, most people settle for less than their best because they fail to start the day with a routine like the miracle morning. Indeed, there is an undeniable relationship between rising early with a positive routine and success. This is because the start of a person's day sets the tone for the rest of the day. If a person starts the day on a positive note, that person is more likely to have a positive day. If a person starts the day on a negative note, that person is more likely to have a negative day. Moreover, how a person approaches the day impacts everything else in that person's life. A person's mood often impacts their performance at work, which can end up impacting the company as a whole. If a person begins their day in a good mood, they will likely continue to be happy at work, and that will often lead to a more productive day in the office. This increased productivity unsurprisingly leads to better work rewards, such as promotions or raises. The inverse is also true. Someone who arrives at work angry or depressed will likely remain that way and will be less productive. Consequently, if people want to live the life of their dreams, they need to analyze how they currently approach their mornings, adopt a positive morning routine, and realize that how they start their day not only impacts that day, but every aspect of their lives. By doing this, a person can actively begin to start the day off right, which will naturally lead to a better day and a better life. Success parallels personal development. In order to attract the level of success needed to live a dream life, people need to take the time to work on personal development. This is because people's success usually parallels their personal development. As such, people need to set aside time each day to focus on developing their physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual side. As they do this, their lives will predictably improve. One type of personal development that everyone can recognize is college. If a person wants to become an engineer or a doctor, for example, that person will have to take the time to attend college and likely graduate school to get the appropriate degree. This degree will allow a person's personal development to attract employment in their chosen field. However, without a degree, the person would not be qualified to be an engineer or a doctor. The idea of personal development also extends beyond the classroom and into every aspect of life. If a person wants to be successful, that person needs to take the time each day to work on developing the skills necessary for attracting their desired level of success. In this way, a person's success mirrors personal development. If people fail to work on themselves, they will never achieve the level of success necessary for attaining their dream life. What's in it for me? Find out how changing your morning can change your life. If you want a fulfilling and happy life, your morning routine is the place to start. Many successful people, multimillionaires, top managers, and TV stars are early birds and probably get more done before you have even brewed your first coffee. But it's not just about waking up early. In the miracle morning, Hal Elrod explains the importance of creating a morning ritual consisting of 6 simple activities that you can utilize to start creating the life you've always wanted. In these insights, you will find out exactly which techniques you can employ to change your way of thinking and your daily habits in order to achieve your dreams and goals. You will also discover what professional athletes do to reach their goals, why hitting the snooze button costs you more than you think, and how to follow through with a healthy habit. 1. Many of us live a mediocre life, though we all have the potential to be successful. The average American wallows in $10,000 of debt, is overweight, doesn't like their job, has fewer than one person to call a close friend, and is mildly depressed. Evidently, most Americans are traipsing through a life that falls far short of its potential. The Social Security Administration says that if you select 100 people at the beginning of their working life and observe them for 40 years, only 1 will have become wealthy, 4 will be financially stable, 5 will need to continue working, 36 will have died, and 54 will lean on friends and family for financial support. These statistics paint a grim picture indeed. Assuming that none of these people had planned to just get by throughout their life, this means that a shocking 95% of them aren't living the life they wanted for themselves. Being financially successful is tied to a sense of freedom, as you don't have to worry about paying your bills or being trapped in debt. Furthermore, studies show that more prescription drugs are being taken than ever before. 1 in 2 marriages in America are falling apart. Americans have more individual debt than ever before. Obesity has become an epidemic, and heart disease and cancer are on the rise. However, despite all of this, we're capable of leading a successful and happy life. It's possible to turn things around. The author, Hal Elrod, is a stunning example of this. Elrod actually died for 6 minutes following a car accident. After spending several days in a coma, he awoke to doctors telling him that he had permanent brain damage and might not be able to walk again. Yet he was able to recover. He accepted his circumstances instead of wasting time wishing that they were different, and was able to create the life of his dreams and fulfill his potential. 2. Rearview mirror syndrome and isolating incidences prevent people from reaching their full potential. Have you ever considered that the way you think about your life might be the very thing that is preventing you from fulfilling your potential? The majority of us tend to make decisions based on our past, and in doing so suffer from something known as rearview mirror syndrome, RMS. 3. To start the day well, stop hitting the snooze button and change how you think about sleep. So maybe you're convinced that you need to change your life. But where do you start? Well, first a quick question. Did you hit the snooze button this morning? Many of us would be guilty of this. So what's the problem? Well, hitting the snooze button keeps us from waking with a sense of purpose. Each time you reach for that button, you are subconsciously saying to yourself that you don't want to rise to your life, your experiences, and the day ahead. 4. Change your morning routine to increase your wake-up motivation level. So how do you stop wasting your life in slumber and start fulfilling your potential? One significant leap you can make is to change your morning routine by raising your wake-up motivation level. This level can be described on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 means that you're eager to rise and greet the day ahead, and 1 means you would rather just roll back into bed. 5. Practicing purposeful silence in the morning will help you fight stress. It's highly likely that you, like most of us, get stressed. One powerful way to reduce this is to use the first step of the miracle morning routine. This means carving out some time for purposeful silence after you wake up. One example of purposeful silence is meditation, a popular technique that many people in high-pressure jobs use to combat stress. 6. Use affirmation and visualization in the morning to start creating your ideal life. How do we go from a mediocre life to a life that we love and that truly fulfills us? One way is to look at our self-talk. Our brains are subconsciously programmed by the way we talk to ourselves, but it's possible to alter this by using positive affirmations. 7. Morning exercise will keep your body healthy and spur your success. We often find that we're far too busy to exercise. It seems as though our lives are so packed with activities that we often feel totally depleted in the evenings. So why not try starting the day with some exercise to get it done first thing? Exercise is vitally important to keeping our bodies healthy, so it's a smart idea to make room for it in our lives. Read and write in the morning to focus on personal growth. Once you've exercised, It's time to focus on your personal growth as the next stage of your miracle morning. Reading and writing are two significant activities that can help you reflect on your successes and move toward what you want out of life. We can all find a little time to read, and reading books on personal development in the morning is one quick means of gaining insight from others who have experienced success. 9. Customize your miracle morning to make it fit your own specific needs. Now that you've been introduced to 6 morning habits that can bring you fulfillment and success, it is important to learn how to tailor them to fit your needs. You can take less or more time, depending on what is best for you. If you like, you can use 60 minutes in the morning to prepare yourself for the day and divide the hour in different ways. For instance, you could do 10 minutes of each activity, or you could work out for 30 minutes and dedicate 5 minutes to all the other activities, if you think you'd benefit more from the exercise. 10. Make your miracle morning a new habit by having an accountability partner and committing to a 30-day challenge. Like any healthy habit, the miracle morning works best when you commit to it and do it regularly. One effective way to make this happen is to seek out an accountability partner to help you stick to your commitment. Furthermore, the miracle morning stresses the importance of mindset and attitude in achieving your desired outcomes. Through practices like visualization and affirmations, you can cultivate a positive mindset that will empower you to overcome obstacles and stay focused on your goals. In conclusion, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod is a transformative book that offers practical insights and strategies for creating a morning routine that sets you up for success. By implementing the principles outlined in the book, you can create a powerful morning ritual that will help you achieve your full potential and live a more fulfilling life. If you're looking to make positive changes in your life and start each day with purpose and intention, The Miracle Morning is a must-read. So, why not give it a try and see the amazing results for yourself? You can find the link to acquire a copy of this incredible book in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you found this book summary helpful, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more book summaries and insightful content. And share this uplifting summary with someone who may benefit from hearing them. Leave a comment down below if you've read this book or have any other recommendations for us. Thank you for watching. Have a miraculous day ahead.